Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. Right, I decided to do this video because I read something and it got me thinking, and believe me, that really can be dangerous. It's something I was reading the other day and I was going to do a video on it, but I thought, well no, because it's only about that issue, it'll be quite boring. But then I read something else. So it's to do with Alpine, so I'm going to start off with them now. So basically, the story was that although Alpine secured 2 third-place finishes this season, they slipped from 4th to 6th in the World Championship. The team has accepted that there's little to be gained from developing the current car. 2023's A524 was a development of 2022's A522 and has focused instead on wholesale changes for next year's model in 2024. Alpine have said the car will be completely new from front to back. That's just a summary of basically what the story was about. But if you remember also that Mercedes has said the car they bring next year is going to be very different to what George and Lewis are used to driving now. And then I was reading a story about Red Bull, and this is where I got quite interested in something I'd said in a previous video. So Red Bull have been hard at work on its RB20 for several months now, having elected to switch off development of its 2023 car early because it was so far ahead of the opposition. But while they know that it will need to make progress if it is to stay ahead of its competitors next year, they have said that there will be no huge change of direction this winter, even if it is working on improvements. Asked about what can be expected from the RB20, Red Bull team principal Christian Horner said, "Evolution, not revolution. All areas have been revisited in the car and we can't afford to have any complacency. So the car is very much an evolution of a theme. We're not reinventing the wheel, and that has been very much the route of the engineering path over the last 12 months. He then went on to say, "I'm fully expecting with stable regs and diminishing returns for us because I think we got to the top of the curve quicker than others. The field is going to converge. There's always a reset as you go into the following year, and I'm convinced that you'll see a lot more cars that perhaps look like an RB19 philosophy. If you stand still in this business, you tend to be going backwards, and I think that we have got up that curve quicker than others, but we are into a law of diminishing returns. With the lack of wind tunnel time that we've had, even though we transitioned early, we still have less time in practice than a great many of our opponents. So we've had to be very frugal and selective of where we apply that time for RB20, and that will obviously try to build on the strengths of RB19. And this is what got me thinking, and I covered in a previous video, I said that I think Red Bull will give Sergio Perez 6 races. Maybe that was a little bit silly to say 6, maybe 8. But if the grid is competitive in 2024, by far more competitive than it's been in 2023 with Red Bull, they will need somebody in that second Red Bull seat that can potentially deliver them the results that Perez is struggling to deliver them. I think. I may be wrong, I probably am, but I do think this really is crucial to Sergio Perez's future with Red Bull. If Sergio Perez is not producing the results that they need, I can see Helmut Marko kicking Perez out and bringing in Ricciardo, because they will need somebody who could probably or possibly deliver better results than what Sergio Perez can. Sorry for waffling on again, I do apologise, but I thought it was quite an interesting story, especially reading that from Christian Horner. But by all means, let me have your thoughts. And I just wanted to say thank you for your comments that I've received just recently. They truly do mean a lot to me, and I genuinely do mean that. It's nice to know that I'm doing something that some people like. Not everybody does, I get that, but I try not to make my videos too boring, and I do try to cover as many topics as I can in one video. Sometimes that can be a little bit tough, I know, but thank you again for everything and all your support this year. It's been fantastic. Your shares, your likes, your comments and subscribing, it truly does mean a lot to me, and I don't know how to thank you guys enough. I really don't, but thank you for sticking with me on this. I'll try and improve a little bit next year. I'm relatively new to YouTube and all this sort of stuff, so please bear with me as much as you can. I do appreciate it. And apart from anything else, if I don't get any more videos out now between now and Christmas, I hope that you all have a fantastic Christmas. I will hopefully have a video out after Christmas, but if not, you never know. If there's not a lot happening or I can't find any decent stories to cover, I hope you all have a fantastic and prosperous, healthy, happy new year as well. And again, thank you for everything. I really and truly do appreciate it. And until the next time, take care.